Ah. Okay, Adam. Okay, don't worry. I'll be next to you. Hopefully. Okay. So you just see at the camera for a few seconds, and after that I'll turn to you. You just talk to me. Like, we're friends. Okay. You know. Don't worry. Okay. So just look at that. Hi, welcome to the National Business Choice Online News Save Hyatt. I'm Stienberg here in Singapore. I have one of the great athletes as well as an inspirational to many others in Southeast Asia who's not only an athlete but he's also handicapped, but yet he's overcome on all odds in every part of his life. And here I have Adam, who's also known as the one-arm runner. And Adam, welcome to our show here at the National Business Choice Save Hyatt. Many others are trying to wonder how did you overcome your obstacles in life, being not just having one arm, but you're able to do web design, you're able to give motivational talks, and even and also achieve so much for charity as well.
Okay.
How did you do all that?
Well, I guess basically it's all about to do with having a good support from family members and friends. That's the first thing that I guess that actually turned around my life from being in a very shady, very sad area. To where I am now. And another thing I guess is about having the right attitude, the positive mindset, and the hunger, to achieve something great, even though you are disabled, physically challenged. Well, I guess that's what's actually pushing me on, and also to basically to help others, those in a similar situation as me. So basically, that's where I'm driving at, to help those in need, basically.
When did you realize that you could do something for a good cause, despite of your inefficient physical form? At what age did you discover that you decided that you have to do something about it?
Well, basically, it all started, I was born normal, so when I got an accident back in 2003, I was still a young lad, I'm 21 years old, and so, I got a lot of things going on for me, having a good career and stuff like that. So when things took a 180-degree turn, I was quite depressed, because I see my friends, my fellow colleagues as well, achieving things that I want to achieve, basically, having a good career, having a good family, that kind of thing. But I told myself that I have to make a difference. I have to make something out of myself, no matter what I am. I was then, being physically challenged, having a lot of debts, hospital debts and stuff like that. So I said to myself, well, first thing first is try to contribute to the family income, basically. That's when I start forcing myself to learn how to use the computer without having the use of my arms. So so basically I say I look online and stuff. There wasn't much help, basically, and even though there was technology helping you with controlling of the mouse using your eyes and mouth and stuff like that, but it was too costly and I don't have that finance, that kind of thing. So I came out with simple solution like using a joystick where I bite using my mouth to type, and I control the mouse using my feet, basically. And I told myself, okay, now I learned this part, so what's the next step? So that's when I start learning doing graphic designing and web designing online, doing the tutorials and stuff. So once I got pick up the skills and I offered this to my friends, I told them, okay, let me design for you your blogs and stuff there. And once I got more confidence, that's when I start offering my service for payment. Just to design and get some payment and stuff, and using that income that I got to help the family, paying a bit of the utility bills and stuff like that. Then I find that I have more things to offer, basically that not only in terms of towards my family, but also in terms of towards the disabled community and also the Muslim community. Being a minority, there's a lot of things that you want to offer, basically telling people that don't look down on us, there's a lot more from us, there's a lot of potential. So the thing came in 2008 when my doctor advised me to take up running to prepare for my next operation. At first it wasn't easy, basically, being one arm, not having the proper running technique. So the way I was running was quite awkward. I almost tripped and fell, but I did not give up. There was once that I ran and tripped and almost broke my nose and fractured my jaw and stuff like that. But the very next day I told myself, let's go try again. So after about a few weeks, I got a hang of it, and that's when my brother suggested, hey, why don't you try the Swiss Hotel Vertical Marathon? So I signed up the Swiss Hotel Vertical Marathon in 2008. Then I was surprised by my achievement that I came in the 76th position in my category. You're like competing against the able body. You're in that kind of like one of the top 100, like you might say. So I was quite surprised, and even my achievement was noticed by the Singapore Disability Sports Council, and they invited me to try out with the Singapore National Disabled Team. And within just about 3 to 4 months, they told me, okay, I'm sending you to Australia for you to represent the country, and I came back with a couple of medals. Wow. So within that short time span with that achievement, I told myself I can do a lot of things, like inspiring and telling people that even though you are disabled, there's a lot of other avenues for you to make your life as meaningful, to accomplish things, basically. Maybe in terms of, not in terms of one way, but there's always another way. As I put it, there's always a solution to every problem.
Wow, that's amazing. So all that you accomplished in just about
within less than a year.
This year alone?
No, in 2008.
2008. Okay.
Yeah. So within in 2009, I did my first marathon, the 42 kilometers.
Okay.
And within 1.5 years, I did my first ultra marathon, the 84 kilometers, which I completed within 17 hours.
Amazing. We should congratulate one arm brother. And so you're also a speaker as well.
Yes. Right.
Is there any way that anyone can invite you to speak? Is there a website that?
Oh yes, definitely. Actually, I have a team with me. We call ourselves Kindleworks. We provide services where I do inspirational talks. Me and basically a few other inspirational figures as well. Going to school and corporate to do motivational, inspirational talks and sharing our experiences. And more often than not, we are invited by schools, basically to inspire the students, to help them during this, especially during the exam times, when they are feeling so stressed and stuff like that, So just want to tell the students that not only you are having a lot of problems, a lot of obstacles to go through, but a person like myself, negotiating obstacles and stuff like that, and coming out, a new person and coming out with a lot of achievement. So that says a lot, basically.
Great. And what's the website address for your talks?
Okay. If you are interested to engage me or invite me for any talks or events, for that matter, you can always go to my corporate website, which is www.kindleworks.com.sg, as in KINDLEWORKS.com.sg, and just drop us an email.
Yeah, that's right. You can contact one arm brother through that address that he has said, and also he happens to represent as the ambassador for the Standard Chartered Run this year in Singapore 2012. Now tell us, what are you going to do for this Standard Chartered Marathon, and what kind of impact are you able to give?
Well, I was actually, before I was invited to be an ambassador, I was asked by a few of my close running friends to become a pacer. But I find that myself, once you're a pacer, you only stick to a certain group of people with a certain level of fitness, and I don't want to do that. I want to inspire as many people as possible. So I was quite honored and I have the privilege, to be invited to be an ambassador, and I guess I hope to inspire not only the disabled community to take part in the event, but also the able bodies, because we had a lot of people with different fitness level, different age groups, and a marathon is a huge thing, basically. Even though I've done the ultra marathon, every marathon is a different challenge, basically.
So here, at this coming marathon, are you going to do a full 42 kilometer?
Yes, I'm doing the 42, but basically actually my main focus is not towards the December, but in this coming September, because I have a 100-mile run, which is about
100 miles.
yeah,
Wow.
which is about 162 kilometers, and I have to complete it within 32 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but
Where is that?
It's around Singapore, where you start from Macritchie to Changi and back and stuff like that.
Really?
Yep. And I'm doing it, to raise awareness and funds for Make-A-Wish Foundation Singapore.
Wow.
Yeah, this foundation is actually they try to fulfill the wishes of children with terminal illnesses. So more often than not, I mean, sadly, that these wishes are most probably the kids' last wishes before they move on. So I just want, because I was heavily involved with the little known, the girl with the heart defect. Though we managed to raise the money for her operation, but sadly it was little bit too late, you know. So she passed away. So at that point of time, it touched me a lot, and I say I want to help those children that is almost in the similar situation, basically those with terminal illnesses. So most probably they have their last wishes. So I just want to help them, you know, fulfill their wishes. And basically, I guess I'm using this energy to help me drive me on during this ultra marathon, basically.
And so for this coming September, or when is the date? That's
Most probably it will be on the 22nd.
22nd.
Yeah, that's right.
For 100 miles.
100 miles, right? Yeah.
So please do make a donation or look up at One Arm Runner at September the 12th. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. And it's going to be a good cause. And tell me, once again, what's next for you after the 100-mile marathon, instead of trotted? What's going to happen for you next year in 2013 and so on?
Well, 2013 actually I have a very big project coming up where I'm going to complete a foot races across the 4 deserts in the world, which is the Sahara, the Atacama, the Antarctica, and Gobi Desert.
Really? Are you going to run all that?
Yes, and each desert series consists of covering a 250-kilometer distance within a span time of 5 days.
5 days?
Yeah, and you have to carry your own equipment, supplies, food,
Really?
water. Yeah. And if I manage to do that, you know, to complete the whole 4 series, I'll be the first disabled participant in the world to do that.
Oh, wow.
And that is my
And the
biggest
first Singaporean
project.
as well.
Yes, that's right.
And how do you feel about this preparation that you're taking on, I mean, this challenge? Is it that going to take a great deal of money and energy, and as well as the kind of preparation physically as well?
Well, actually, the physical part, like, you know, training, running every day and stuff like that is a big challenge. But actually, the bigger challenge comes from getting sponsorship from corporates and stuff, because to cover to go for this, to participate in this each desert race costs a huge amount of money, because you are talking about airfare, accommodation, and even the registration fee alone for one race. I mean, it's about $22,000. And we are talking about in US dollars, so it's not cheap. So me and my running partner, because he'll be assisting me, you know, to change and fit me and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so we both are, looking around for sponsorship.
Are you doing this for a good cause?
Yes, as well, definitely.
What's the cause that you're doing for?
For me, because when I started running, it's all about to raise public awareness about disability sports.
Yes.
So basically, it's to raise fund and awareness about disability sports, which is towards the Singapore Disability Sports Council.
The Singapore Disability Sports Council.
SDSC, that's right.
SDSC. So please do support our friend here, One Arm Runner, also known as Mr. Adam himself, at the Singapore Disability Sports Council here in Singapore, and look up at his website as well. And last but not least, Adam, what advice would you give for those who are disabled, and even those who are able as well? You know, who are in your position, you have your own job comings, and and so forth. Could you give 3 key advice of your lifelong experience?
Well, firstly, don't always expect help, you know, coming in, to drop down on your lap. So basically, you have to go out and help yourself first. You know, try to be, you know, very independent, basically. And secondly, always have a positive mindset. You know, without a positive and strong mindset, you won't be able to achieve what you're trying to set out to do. And thirdly, I guess it's all about priority, you know, and a bit of sacrifice. Because you can't have the best of everything. I mean, certain things you have to let go and just, you know, to accept it. You know.
Amazing. Well, Adam, thank you for joining us
Thank
here
you so much for having me.
At the National Critics' Choice, and thank you for joining me here at the National Critics' Choice, Serve High for the Hyatt hotels all around the world. I'm Robin Stienberg.